This podcast is brought to you by Phase 5 Media. Phase 5 Media, your vision expertly brought to life.
Warning, warning, all personnel stand by. An unauthorized broadcast has breached the airwaves. Content classified, raw, unfiltered, uncompromising. This is Fire in the Hole. Brace for impact.
Yo, what's poppin', what's poppin'? This is Fire in the Hole. I'm your host, and tonight is gonna be the very first Midnight After Dark episode. So any kids listening, you better send them home. Here's the one and the only, I call him the one of the best Bruce's I can say I've ever worked with, is my little brother, Tommy Bishop. What is going on, bro?
Yo, what's up?
I mean, it's been a minute. Me and you got stories for days, I guess you could say. So the premise of you being on here tonight is like I said, the very first episode of Midnight After Dark. So that means there's no holds bars talking tonight. So you ready for that?
Yeah.
All right. So before we get started, let the people know who you are and where you from.
I'm a man from many faces, but I'm from Philly originally, so from PA.
Uh-huh. What part of Philly?
North Philly. Originally from North Philly.
That's not the Will Smith area, right?
It's just it's some of my where the old Franklin Mills used to be over that area, something like that.
Oh, more like the Kevin Hart. I got you.
I don't know that guy.
that nigga was over in the war zone.
Yeah. Depending on what part you were in.
I know. I've been there. I rode up to a damn the chicken spot. Dude, I was scared to get out. I had to pay. I was like, hold up, man. I'll wait.
You must have been at an old time church of chicken down there.
You got it. Shit. Even the bums was walking by. I was like, you sure?
Pretty much. That's Philly for you.
Shit, hell yeah. I remember when I came out and met up with you, right? And we went over to the projects. And you was over there on doing that Method Man shit. Had half of your hair getting braided. And we went in and I was in the in the nigga's closet. And I was rhyming.
Man, there's so many stories we could tell, bro. You already know that. That's just one of them.
But like I said, the point we're getting you on here, man, is let people know who Tommy Bishop is. All right, so if they don't know, not only do you come with the ill beats, you also come with the ill verbiage. So who else have you worked with besides, I say, myself, and Jedi Mind Trick, and who else?
Well, I mean, there's a whole story behind how I got started and all that. So,
all right.
I don't know if you want me to start there or where you want me to start at.
You can start there.
All right. Having started back in like 96. I was with my high school sweetheart at the time. And her cousin was Latina Lee. Hold on, I'm just sorry about that. All right, so her cousin was Latina Reed from the
See, now look how live we is. We got sirens in the back. We got sound effects with our shit. I'm trying to tell you, man. This is how real our shit is. I'm trying to tell you. This is SU.
You already know how your little brother does.
This is SU, man.
So my high school sweetheart at the time, back in 96, is our cousin was Natina Reed from Black. So
you said Tina Black? Did I hear that right?
Not Tina Reed.
Tina Reed.
Group Black.
Stop playing. Yeah. Okay. Well, we get into that. Go ahead.
All right. So, we, one day she was like, yo, I got someone coming to your house. You know, I'm at my mom's house at the time. I'm like, who the fuck you random? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can press the lot. So I didn't know who was coming to the house, and she came over to the house.
Right.
So I was like, all right, no, that's what's up. Nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We ended up going at the time. There was a club called Club Egypt, and we went down there. I didn't know
And
at the
where's this
time, but
club at?
TLC was there.
No,
They were
what
throwing
club?
a party
What club is
for, I
this?
think, Left Eye's guy that she burnt the house down on, or something like that. I don't remember exactly whose house was, who she was with at the time, but she was there. So we was all having this birthday shindig for her boyfriend, whatever, you know, and I met certain people that was there. Well, someone walked out the back, and I was like, dang, that's my icon. It was
Yeah.
Corrupt.
So you really going there? Okay, I thought it was on way to bring Corrupt in, but all right, go ahead.
So at that time they were just acquaintances or whatever. So you know what I mean? It wasn't nothing like that at the time. Let me put that on the record right. So I don't want nothing in the industry to get twisted. So
all right.
I guess she broke up with the guy she was with. It was one of the guy group that Tina was with. And she broke up with him and got with Corrupt.
Okay.
It's about, I guess, 97, 98.
Right.
We were going back and forth to Georgia at the time. At Tina's
Is this
house,
around the time she did the movie?
Yeah. It was about the time where, she did that movie, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like right after that.
And in the movie, it was a cheerleader movie, right?
Yeah.
But Gary L. Union?
Yep.
What was that called?
Set It Off, I think.
Yeah, it is. No. Set It Off was with Queen Latifah. You always gangster, bruh.
I mean, I don't remember the name. It was a girl movie, you know. It was one of those.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but it was a cheerleading movie.
Right.
Oh, that's good. So anyway, after that movie, she got out with Corrupt, whatever, like that, and she asked me to come down to Georgia, and from there.
Oh, I know. It was Bring It On. Bring It On.
Yeah, there you go. Bring It On. Not Set It On. Bring It On.
I know, that's what I said. You gangsta ass.
So, we basically went down to Georgia.
Yeah.
Tina and Corrupt were together at the time. They were engaged. He took me on the road with him. We did some, at that time, I wasn't into music like that. I was more trying to do professional wrestling. I was on the road with like New Jack from ECW, stuff like that.
Right.
So that was my main thing I was doing. So I really wasn't into music, but Corrupt got me into it by being in the basement with him and David, which is Roscoe, was a young brother.
Roscoe.
He was down in the basement in Georgia in Stone Mountain.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, you good at beats? You ever try beats? And I was like, nah, not really. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't really mess with this. He was like, oh, check this out. So I started fiddling with it.
Yeah.
And came up with some good stuff, you know what I mean? Came up with some beats that sampled from like classical stuff, such forth. I'm a big Bach fan, so.
Right.
I took from that, we did a little messing around. Got to meet some people like Dre, FedEx, a couple other people, dads, all them, going back and forth from their shows and stuff like that we were going to.
Okay.
From there, I met up with Phire, and we started a group called Charlotte Union. Now, this group was out of North Carolina. It was basically called the North Carolina Wu-Tang at one point.
Yeah, they was calling us that.
Um, it was tight. We did our thing. I can't complain about it, but there was a lot of big heads, I guess you can say, in the group. So
Well, speak on it, bro.
things happen, and people kind of went on their own. You know what I mean? I at that point was doing production for movie companies and stuff like that, for like jingles, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I kind of had my name started to go out there. I moved back to Philly after that and started doing my own thing here in Philly,
Right.
reaching out, the people I know around here. I met up with this guy called Red from an acquaintance of Wu-Tang Clan. He met with a lot of the groups out there and stuff like that. We did a group together called 7 Pointed Sun Kings. And from there, I got introduced to Solomon's Child, a couple other people that were out there as Wu affiliates and stuff like that. Not to mention, that I got a clearance from Killer Creeks and stuff like that, and people like that had known Ricky. So,
Right.
I'm not claiming to be one of the best guys out there in rapping, but I have my forte in what I like to do, and it was pertainingly hardcore rap. I ended up getting up with guys from Jedi Mind Church. Shout out to Planetary, showing mad love on, here, I got you on the track. Let's do this, let's do that, I got a couple songs with him. 2 of them ain't out yet. And one of them I do have on YouTube. It's called Death the Kings. It's by Real Wolf. He does a lot of hip hop underground videos from Canada. So he's on self-titled Army of the Pharaohs, Jedi Mind Trick, Ill Bill, stuff like that. So that genre is kind of where I mess with. So if you ever go on YouTube, look up Death the Kings by Real Wolf, and you'll see it. I did the production on it, and I am the second one rapping. You'll get the idea. So,
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, definitely when it comes with you, bro, it's nobody I can think of can fuck with you when you come with battling. I can flash back to us at Target and we were doing overnight together, and we were just throwing lines at each other, and then we came up with the whole concept of SU right there, me and you. And then everybody was like looking at us like what's going on with y'all two? And it was like, no, it's my brother. And after that, we just kept on running with it. And then we just said, let's do some music. And shoot, bro, when motherfuckers talking about putting work in, they have no idea the work me and you put in. Because the shit that we worked with and the shit that we made, come on, man. We was using broke down computer parts and shit, making fucking masterpieces.
Definitely. I mean, we did. I mean, if you realize, remember that? This is a perfect example, and I'm going to say it for everybody out there. So, we down in North Carolina, and if I gonna laugh at this, but we had a couple of people from Solid Union that was in the studio. Now, the studio was in my crib at the time, so
the penthouse.
We was all up in there chilling. I just roll a fat one. We smoking. You know what I mean? Just clouded up and everything. Like, yo, how come my old lady comes out and starts tripping and gets me arrested? I was like, are you kidding me?
I didn't want to bring it. Yeah.
It was a trip, but after that, it was like, yo, we just us, and we had got new spots and whatever, and we did what we had to do. But it just meant some crazy stories and stuff that happened. And half the time, I'm gonna be honest with you, I couldn't tell you exactly how I was feeling at the time because I don't remember.
I mean, bruh, like after that whole incident happened, right? And I was in like kind of like in awe, and then like Soggy Cereal was running around, and I told her shut the fuck up, and then that's when this shit started going even more left, and then you started laughing when I called that bitch Soggy Cereal. I said that bitch ass is like Soggy Cereal.
Soggy Cereal. I remember that shit. Okay.
And then Doc, he was drinking and he spit his shit out.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of them. I mean, there was some other times where people almost got shot by me, types of stuff. Because I used to always carry a 45 on me all the time. I was ruthless.
Oh, we want to go to that one. Oh, okay. All right. So people don't know about me and my little brother. We truly were the East, the epitome of what you call East when we was in North Carolina. So we was running around out there. We literally was that. I'm from Jersey. He's from Philly. So it was on us. So when we was out there, if somebody said something or looked at sideways, we would just look at each other and be like, yo, get him. And then it depended on what the situation was. So we was in the studio. It's I guess you could say it's a famous studio. And it's some famous people that goes to the studio. And me and Tommy was up in there, and Tommy, me and him go off with vibes, and we was already on 10 because we was already amped to do this music and record, and we was about to be on the battle on the radio out there. So we was like, yo, as soon as we record, we're going to sing this in. So we had this dude that sang. And do you remember him, man?
Yeah, I remember.
So we had this dude that sang. And he was doing this thing. And we was like, all right, cool. So then it came time for me to jump on. Tommy noticed that this dude was at the board. He was like making faces and like huffing and puffing and shit. And I was like, I didn't know because I had my back. So the dude that's singing, he's in his own little world. He has no idea what's going on. So then I walk over, and then now it's Tommy to jump on the joint. So the Tommy looks at me and he was like, hey, yo, man. And I was like, what? And he was like, he gave me the head nod. And I was like, okay. And I look over at the board. So now Tommy's at the mic. So I'm watching what's going on. So homeboy over there, he's still singing to himself. And then I got homeboy over on the board over here. And he over here, now he not like making noises like,
yeah.
So I was like, this dude doesn't even know how close he is to danger. Like, you have no idea who you fucking with in here. So I was like, okay, well, and Tommy jumped off the mic. He looks at me, and he was like, yeah, let's do this again. I was like, no, we good. We good. We're gonna take what we got. And whatever we need to do, we'll fix it because Tommy has equipment, and no problem. So I'm thinking on the note of just trying to get us out of there, right? So it came out good. The song was good. The song ended up on the radio. So we end up having to go again to the studio, and we bring Doc this time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, I named him Doc for a reason. Now, if nobody don't know, Doc Hollywood in the movie, man, Val Kilmer is the best. You need to see Tombstone. You need to get with it. But that's me and Tommy shit. So me and Tommy was like, this motherfucker's like, Doc, yo, yeah, Doc Holliday. Because he was fine. Yeah. See, Doc was good before he had no liquor in him.
Yeah, he did his non-creep. He needed that.
And he was drinking that Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
So that,
yeah.
So that just started creeping up on him. So he's sitting on the couch. And me and Tommy already know how this dude is. So I got my eye on him. So this time, Tommy is even more prepared than we was last time, because we had no idea we was walking into. But this time we was more prepared. But Doc had no idea.
I sat back and laughed. I was sitting there experiencing this, like, Doc's gonna flip before I do. So I'm gonna sit back and let him do it.
Yeah, he was leaned up. You should see it was some shit from a movie. He was leaned up in the couch in the cut, sideways. Now keep in mind, the whole time this motherfucker had his hand in the bag.
Yep, I sure did.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not thinking no more. And then I'm like, all right, so I jump on and I did what I did. And then I'm like, cool. So then Doc comes up. And then but before Doc comes up, Doc hit me on the arm. And it was like he gave me the head nod over, looked over at the boards. And I was like, yeah, man, what's up? He was like, yo, you know this dude? And I was like, I was like, kind of like Tommy kind of hooked this up. He was like, oh, all right. So now that the hurricane is creeping up on Doc now. So now you about to see the changeover. So now keep in mind, Doc had no paper, nothing to write. He just wrote like a little scrap paper when we were there. Now he was sipping on that. So that shit is getting deeper. So now he's at the mic. So me and Tommy sitting and we're looking at each other and we're like, whoa, we're going to see how this go. So Doc comes on there. He's doing this thing and he just gets it. And then he stops him. And Doc was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And now Tommy is leaning off the couch.
I already knew it was about to go down.
So I'm standing in between Tommy and this dude on the board and Doc. So I'm like, oh great, here we go. So I look over at the board and I said to homie, I was like, hey man, I think it's your best interest to bring that back and just let it run. So Doc did his thing. Now then Tommy jumps up. Now me and Doc is standing there, right? And now Doc's sitting on the couch. And now he's sweating now because that Incredible Hulk is on the dome and shit. Right? So now this chick walks in. Yeah.
Yes, dude. That.
So this chick walks in, and I mean, hand the guy, yo. I was like, oh damn. Now Doc sees it, and he was like, oh, wait a minute, I know that. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, man, I know that. And I was like, oh, okay. So then she comes more into the room and she sees us when we in there. And then Tommy's on the mic. So he got his back to it. So he has no idea what's going on. So when he finally turns around and he sees, he was like, oh shit. So now dude on the board, he catching feelings. Because now she's talking to us and like, who are you and where you from? And I'm from Jersey. And Doc was like, I'm from here. And the Tommy was like, yeah, I'm from Philly. And he did it real quick on her. Right? And she was like, oh, okay. And she started coming more in. And then he's trying to play the joint back, right? And he turns over to her and he was like, yo, can you just get out? Can you leave? And I was like, oh, I was like, damn, that's your girl, bro? And she was like, nah, this ain't my man. So
she's sitting with the quickness too, like, I don't know this.
With the quickness. So me and Tommy looked at this dude and was like, oh, then what the fuck is your problem? So now Doc is ready to fuck this dude up because he already stopped him with the damn song. Now he's trying to cock block him. So I was like, all right. So let's get this song done. So now I had to go back on. And I'm jumped on the mic. Oh my God. So this is when everything goes left. All of a sudden I hear Tommy start, motherfucker. And Doc is fucking, he's on this motherfucker. So needless to say, that song that we recorded ended up being another song that made it on the radio. And we that shit ran for like, I think like 2 or 3 weeks on North Carolina. And it got to the point where West Coast ended up playing it and Corrupt heard it. And Tommy is telling me that. And I was like, what? Get out of here, bro. And this is when Corrupt was fucking with Death Row, where he was running it. And I was like, yo, bro, that's it right there, bro. That's it. Tommy was like, nah.
I'm very picky about what I put out there. What about that?
He was like, nah, bro. I was like, but dude, like, oh, did you speak on how you and Corrupt know each other? I don't want to say it, gonna let you say it, Tom.
Well, how we know each other?
Yeah.
We know each other from Ricky. I mean, from Latina.
Yes. So aren't y'all blood cousins?
No, we ain't blood. We're blood through marriage. I was married to my girl, and he was basically married to Latina before she passed away. So it's
All
through
right.
that.
So there is still the connection there.
Yeah. It's always been to that connection. I've never once in my life, said that he was my cousin. He was my cousin through more than one way, of course. You know what I mean? From where we were affiliated with and everything like that. But you already know, like, that's what that was. That's before that and with Latina. But I just became real close to the family. You know what I mean? To the Brown family, which is this.
Oh, I hear
last
that.
name, whatever. But yeah. Hold on.
Nah. Well, speaking of Corrupt, I don't know if you listened to the joint that I sent you with Ito and Corrupt.
Yeah, I saw that.
And cocaine. And cocaine.
Yeah, I saw cocaine. By the time he came back out.
Yo, man, that joint is tight. And I was thinking the same. I mean, Corrupt has always been that dude, man, with the vocabulary. And it's good to see that he's coming back with that.
Yeah, he just got over some health issues too, man. So I heard that he's in the hospital for a while.
Yeah, I heard something on that.
Yeah, he's doing all right now, but he has a lot of stress and stuff to come.
In this,
after
industry,
the whole thing, what was going on with the
healthcare is something that's not something that's non-existent.
But yeah, stuff's going on. So,
right. I mean,
I know he was doing some stuff. I haven't really talked to him since the funeral, to be honest.
Right.
But I know he's out there doing well. I know that he hears some of the stuff I heard, but I know he had the video I did, stuff like that. People say, yo, he already came across it. But, I will say this, I had my chance a while back to be a part of that program, I guess you could say it was, and I didn't do it for obvious reasons at that time.
Well, you was engineer from Metallica then, wasn't he?
Who?
You. Didn't you? Yeah, engineer from Metallica.
No. What I was gonna do, right before Corona hit, I was supposed to do a lot of the sound stuff for them. So like they were gonna be at the NASCAR platform, and I was one of the people that was helping with that. But they got canceled, so I never ended up doing it.
Got you.
Yeah.
But then you engineer something for Metallica. Like we was on a tour or something like that with them?
No, that was that tour. That was that tour. It was a tour that was coming through, and they were gonna have me do certain stuff, but I couldn't do it because of Corona. They canceled all the shows and stuff. so I wasn't
Oh,
able to
okay.
do it. But that's when I was doing all the engineering and stuff like that. But I stopped doing that for a while.
Okay. I mean, I'm trying to think of who was the few heads that you engineered for. That has
Um,
some names.
I mean, like I said, I did more production than engineering. A lot of engineering that I did for like movie clips, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it wasn't nothing like extravagant. I didn't get paid like millions of dollars off of it. It's the stuff that I was doing to get my name out there and to be significant in the world until crunk music came out. So,
I mean,
but
but you still did it. That's
um,
what counts, man.
I done some board work for people in studios. There has been some significant bands that I have been in the studio with when they were recording. I don't want to consider that, engineering them, but I was there, you know.
Okay.
So
Okay. Oh, I didn't know you want to talk about the accident you was in LA.
Jackson.
Yeah. That because I remember when it happened, you called me. It was like a day before, and I was like, "Where you at?" And you was like, oh, I'm in LA, man. You said I'm in the studio with homegirl. We were just talking about, and I was like, what? And you were like, yeah, and Brandy, is that her name?
You talking about from Black?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was with them. I mean, there was how can I put it? I was down there with her. If you talking about the whole accident with Latina?
No, well, that one, but I'm talking about with you. When you was in the car. And you was telling me that you had gone to a car, a little fender bender out there. And
I
it's
don't
around
remember
that
that. It was
around
so
that
long. It was
time.
like early 2000s, man.
And I remember you was telling me, and I was like, it was around that time. And I was like, well, damn. Everything was happening like back to back. But then you came back
Yeah,
around with the whole 360 situation, and like you said, the Jedi mind tricks and a couple other people. So I was like, well,
yeah,
damn, you bounced back quick.
yeah. Okay, so the situation where I think we're talking about it was just it. I got like it was it was a big car accident and stuff like that. But I mean, at the same time, it was more of it was an eye opener in a lot of ways of saying get the fuck out of the game. To be honest with you, and go
Okay.
back to where you feel more comfortable with.
Yeah.
My home is Philly. You know what I mean? My family was
Yes, sir.
there, my brothers and sisters, all that stuff like that. So after going through the stuff I went through there, as well as the divorce and breakup and stuff that I had at the time, I had to clear
Yeah.
my mind. You know what I mean? It was something that it was right after Pac got shot. People were getting, death row was
Yeah.
going down. I was like, I ain't trying to be a part of that. So, I kind of got out of music and until we came back and did what we did. Well, I ended up doing the wrestling thing and whatnot like that and that.
Yeah, brother, you were doing that full fledged, that hardcore wrestling. I mean, when I seen you in that ring with the barbed wire and the damn the light bulbs busting over you, I was like, well, damn.
Yeah, I'll say something about that. I got an opportunity and the privilege to do what I wanted to do, so I went for it. I had the opportunity to be with New Jack, from
Yeah.
ECW, It
Yeah.
started there from, I would say, for the peak of it, but I got my training and everything from Combat Zone Wrestling, which is out, man. Well, it was out in Mantua, New Jersey. They ended up going to Japan and all that stuff like that. They got real big,
Yeah.
going against ECW, TNA and stuff like that. We got out with New Jack. He ended up taking me and my partner at the time to TNA when they first started. We did some matches for them, stuff like that. You know, they weren't really televised, but we were supposed to be the new gangsters with a couple other people. And New Jack kind of got drunk, did what he did, smoked. For the gangster, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah,
but he
bro.
did what he did, you know.
I remember when I met him, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, he
bro.
was true to his thing, though. He was him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
He
rest
was
in peace,
authentic. It was him.
But he was a good guy, though. Like, he really put us out to do what we had to do. Bro. You know, met Jeff and Matt Hardy. I met them a couple times. We came to a couple of our shows and me and my brother through. It's been long, you know. I can't complain. It's been fun.
No doubt, bro. You know what I popped in my head the other day, man? When me and you were working at Houlihan's, right? And money was kind of not what it should have been, right? And I had what do you call it? An engagement ring, and I had to work, and I asked you to go and get the money for that, so we can break that, so we can get some food. Now this is where I know that this is love right here. When your ass came back and gave me that chump change and said, "This is what I got back," I said, "Bro, where's the rest?"
I mean, that's what they gave me.
you were like, "This is what he gave me."
To this day, that's what they say. You said go get it. I said, "All right, here you go."
So the chump change he comes back with, we end up going to the store. He bought a box of cereal, and I buy a gallon of 2% milk. And we were fucking sitting in the penthouse, eating that, watching TV, watching the goddamn History Channel. Smoking.
Pretty much. That's what we did.
Yeah, until one of us was like, "Hey, you got a beat? You want to hear something?" And then we jump out and we start on doing something, and we have an idea, and the next thing you know, it just can get running with it. Like the whole with the Shaw University. I was like, "Yo, let's go over there and get this joint going, man, so we could do the theme for them, for every time they have the homecoming." And it was me and you went in there, and dude was like, dropped. He was like, "Oh my God, who did this?" I was like, "Well, that's me rapping, and that's him on production, and that's him rapping right there." And the guy was like, "Oh my God." He said, "I'm gonna see if I can get this on the radio." I was like, "Okay." I mean, like when we was down there, it was nothing but opportunities to me I saw, especially for what we were trying to do. And like I just seen that it was so many ways to get it done. It's sort of like people in California, right? Them dudes are so laid back. They're on that whatever. That's why everyone that's running shit out there, they're from the East Coast. Everyone out there is just like, that surfer mentality, whatever, and stuck on the palm trees and the pretty women. But the reality of the situation is what we were doing, none of them could do what we did. I mean, shit, dude. I was working at Houlihan's and Copeland's. And I was working at what's that shit? Chuckums with Josh. Yeah. And we was doing music.
Yep.
And I had us up in a Spanish club, Bravo.
Yeah, Bravo.
That
The
shit was
big old
straight Carlitos way, man.
What was this girl? There was that 16-wheeler.
Wait, what'd you say?
That group that we had the battle that time. Yo, so here's a story for you guys. Here's check this out. So we went to this club, right? It was called Black Ties, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we going to do this performance from this it's like a showcase night, I guess. So the top performers, the people came in and they're like, yo, you guys are gonna rap against each other. Okay, cool. Let's do it. And mind you, like I said earlier, we're looked at like the Raleigh Wu-Tang at the moment.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you hear this beat come on and it's like, woo, right? Everybody's like, yo, da, 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 da. We tearing up the shit. Music stops. This other group comes on called 16-wheeler, right? Now, man, agitated. This group is like 5 like girls. Like, I don't want to call them bitches, but they were, but you get my point. I'm trying to be nice and politically correct.
yeah. BWA. Bitches
Right,
with attitude.
Pretty much is what it was. Boy, when I saw that happen and they got, I guess you could say, more cheers than us, I was like, man, hip hop's going to hell. And honestly, I know for real, honestly, right there, that saw me with I got a different change the way I looked at hip hop. Because right after that, all that Southern shit came in the part where the mumble rap and everything else came in, and you see what it is now. But
yeah,
I mean, no disrespect to anybody out there, but it's garbage. It ain't like it used to be. You know what I mean? I won't say that. But that's
you said no disrespect to no disrespect to who? To the ones that mumble? You saying?
Yeah, mumble rap.
Shit, man, fuck them niggas. Straight up. You fucking stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't fucking holding. I told you, this is fucking after midnight. Fuck that. I ain't trying to hear none of that bullshit in my ears. Take that bullshit out of here, man. Fucker, learn how to read. You stupid illiterate motherfuckers.
Here's a real fun fact for you guys. Okay, so check this.
Yeah.
Solid Unit did this song called 919, okay? And the song was like 919. We said the area code, whatever. We had, everybody rapping. We did our thing, but it was representing, Carolina 919. But we also mentioned 215, shit like that. So we took this song. At this time, New Jack was around, and we did a show for him up in Indiana. So we all wanted to rap and whatever. Meantime, we stopped in Georgia, and we stopped at the Dungeon family, and we talked to these guys.
Yeah.
We let them hear the song. They were like, yeah, it's a good song, but we don't know how we would push it out there for you guys, right? So they basically dropped us, and they said they didn't want to fuck with us. How come 2 months later, Ludacris had that song out with the area codes?
Uh-huh.
You know how pissed I was about that?
Yeah. Shit, yeah.
So that let me know right there, like, look, I'm not one to really be in the business like this.
Yeah.
But that's just how I am. So I had to slow down a little bit. So I didn't get in trouble for my kids.
I know. Because like I'm telling you, man, I tell everybody, shit, they talk about power with Ghost and Tommy. I was like, man, I had a Tommy before there was a fucking Tommy.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I was I was the one who brought the calm. And then if you pissed me off, it was like, y'all are fucked. Because Because he ain't gonna calm me down.
No, you ain't gonna have to do anything. You already know.
So that's why I was like, nah, bro. So when we were running around doing our things, man, like I didn't take that shit like serious, like the little jobs we were doing, because I took what we were doing was making a real mark out there. I mean, like I said, bro, we was getting played. You know what I'm saying? Like them dudes that was out there for, I don't know, eons, just trying to get heard, and we were on the radio, the battle of the beat, not once
Well,
but twice.
okay. Let's consider the competition we had was already out there. A lot of people don't know this, but there was a group that came out of North Carolina called Justice League. All right, Justice League.
All right, hold that thought. So I just want everybody to know that this is about to get real. And this is the midnight after motherfucking dark episode. So let's motherfucking go.
Okay,
all right, brother.
So this was on North Carolina State University.
Yes, it was.
It was one of their studio room things that they had there, because that's where Justice League came out of. They came out of state.
Yep.
The guy that was doing the engineering at the time was Crisis. So
yes, it was.
Yeah. So the main story of it is that they were getting looked at by Jay-Z. And by the way, let me speak on Jay-Z.
All right.
Jay-Z's a little fucking narc. That
all right,
I give no respect to. A lot of people don't give a lot of respect to him in the industry because of the stuff that he did.
Amen.
I don't know if you guys heard of a guy named D. Haven.
D. Haven, I've been waiting for you to bring him up.
Okay,
all right.
So down in North Carolina, D. Haven was down there with my crew. Well, not my crew, but the crew I was working with. He knew a lot of my people down there. So when he got out of jail, he's the one that was going to basically tell it all about Jay-Z. Yeah. I know everything that happened with Jay-Z. Like, when he fucked Dick Even over and left him in jail for taking a rap for Jay-Z. Jay-Z snitched on people. Like, it came out. And all the real motherfuckers that were in North Carolina when Dick Even knew came out. You know, he told us all this stuff, like, straight up. He had Jay-Z offer him over $10 million and shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
now,
I heard it was some money on that.
That's to tell you a lot right there. You know, and granted, if you come out of jail, if someone offers you $10 million, you're going to take it. I'd take it too. You know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, the real people know how Jay-Z acts and what he does and how he screws over people. Like, he did it to Beanie Siegel. He did it to people on, say crap. So, it's nothing new. So, for people to say, oh, he's a legend, man, that's a crap. Yeah, I don't even look at him as a legend. He bites off of people's styles, lyrics, like, even I can need lists.
I mean, we talked about it when we was in the studio in North Carolina about that, and Hawaiian Sophie was the situation where that made the transcend for him to go into that, because he was the DJ. You know what I'm saying? That's why he started doing that fast shit and trying to be like the tongue twister. And, he original flavor shit and all that. So I was just like, huh. And I was just trying to see how long the longevity of it was going to go. And then people was just like praising this dude, talking about, oh, did you hear what he say on that? I don't know, bro. Like, I come from the era with dudes that really was saying some shit, man. Like Rakim, Karis One, Coogee Rap. Like, them dudes, man, really stood out to me. You know what I'm saying? So like when I hear him, it's like, all right, majority of it, I'm not knocking people that like him. You know what I'm saying? You like what you like. But to me, with him, it's just his beats. Like his production is what really carries him over. Honestly, I think there's numerous people that was around him that was 1,000 times better than him. I mean, when he
Yeah,
did Renegade, Eminem destroyed him.
yeah, sure did.
So, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just saying that when people start pointing fingers like, oh, look at this one, look at that one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like, well, say something, do something that I ain't seen or heard before. Like I said, I come from the era where if you wasn't on stage saying something, motherfuckers yanked you off that fucking stage. Karis One, they pulled fucking PM Dawn right the fuck off the stage. And I was like, oh shit. So this is what I'm saying. The shit that goes on now, it wouldn't be going on when I was running with dudes, man, and coming up, man. They, like you said, like that mentality of having a temperament, you can't really have it when you come from a street mentality. If you come into this industry and look at it as a block situation, then that's how it's going to be, meaning that's how you move it. But if you come in this situation from a business and from school to business, then that's a whole different fact. So now you're looking at it and now you're trying to figure out how to be hard. But if you already coming from a street mentality, you already have the knowledge and then you have the book knowledge, then pretty much you're unstoppable. So that's why I say that anybody that's running anything in this shit, it's people from New York, Jersey, it's the East Coast. Because we always have to be on our feet thinking. Like you go down south like we did, bro, and we was making a killing down there. Now, if we was doing a drug situation, we'd be goddamn Carlos Escobars down there.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, I can't say that you're wrong. You know, there's a lot of things that went down there, but you know, with the whole music thing that we went through, it was right on the cusp as well. You know what I mean? The market was changing from like New York West Coast style,
Yeah.
like what we grew up listening to, it started turning into that southern crunk mumble
Right.
stuff. So like the whole market started switching. So when you have a market that starts switching like that, whoever they pick up, like Justice League right before the switchover is what I would call it, they got put in. You know, so they did a lot of stuff for Kanye and all that. So that's how they got big. Now, if they would have came to me and was like, hey, would you would have done it? Would I have done it? Probably not, because I wouldn't have fucked with Kanye and MJ and them out. I didn't like them at that time. You know what I mean? So my heart was strictly honestly, my heart was West Coast, Illinois, Dre, Corrupt. That's the people I wanted to fuck with. You know, that was like family to me. So everybody over here I really don't want to mess with, except Jedi mind tricks, of course, and stuff like that. Army and the Scarecrow, you know, the underground cats. Because those are the ones that kept it real with you. To be honest with you, and they still do to this day. They still keep it real with you. They don't sugarcoat none. They don't say this. Now, you do have a lot of people who give it a shaft. You know, that's the industry. They might know that. But at the same time, you know your real ones from the fake ones. And like I can't give those guys much, you know, no credit at all, because like Reach the Lost Cause, he did 2 songs for me, you know what I mean? And got on my tracks and stuff like that. And I haven't even released them yet, but the bangers, I don't even want to release them because of bangers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, I kind of have my list of people who, when I was younger, I was like, I'm going to be on the track with this guy. I'm going to be on the track with this guy because that's what I related to. That's what I liked. That's what I wanted to do. So me getting on these tracks for these people is my dream come true. I can't ask for more. You know what I mean? For them to give me credit, for them to say, hey, this guy is good on his word, so get the, you know, verses, whatever it may be. I make sure I stand my ground on that, because your word is your bond in here, and especially in this industry. And if you fuck it up, you're done.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
You know, I had my fun. I still do what I do. But, you know, as you get older and markets do change, life changes. So you
Well, I'm
pick up
gonna
and
say
you do it
I'm gonna
together.
ask you this. Uh, you used to do a radio show, right?
I used to, yeah.
Okay, and that situation, how did that turn out?
Well, the type of radio that I was doing with the guy that I was doing it with, it was more of like a Howard Stern type hip hop show.
Uh-huh.
It, it went good for the first 2 years that we were doing it, but it started dropping off. You know, everybody kind of started doing podcasts and radio shows at the time that I was doing it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So it was a lot of competition in the market. We had a
Yeah.
lot of listeners and stuff like that. People were banning, but it was underground music, and the underground music that we were playing wasn't that crunk mumble music that got
Right.
popular. So
Right.
the music started dwindling because people's market, they stopped. You know, artists stopped making music because of this. They weren't making shows. They weren't doing this. They weren't doing that. So they changed up. And that's one thing you got to do with the market. You got to switch up and be flexible with your style, because if you're not, they're going to shelf you,
Yes, sir.
you know? And that's kind of what it is, you know? So I just look at it like, hey, it's a lesson learned. I had much fun doing it. And I continue to do music now, but I do it for my own enjoyment more than trying to get big and get a contract, because getting a contract nowadays is really ain't worth it. You know what I mean?
Nah.
You're broke for the rest of your life.
Hell yeah. You don't sign no 360 deal. You don't fuck with none of those contracts. So
All right.
listen,
But,
bro, how
thank you
can
for having
everybody
me
find you,
on.
man?
Anytime you want to have me on, we can finish this up. I'll definitely come back on.
All right, bro. I love you, man. Tell your family I said what's up. And I'll talk to you.
You've been listening to the Fire in the Hole podcast. Got an idea for a future episode? Email us at firepodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And hey, make sure you subscribe on your favorite podcast app so you never miss an episode.